Hello everyone, it's Bebop307 here and welcome to my first ever speed paint. And sorry if it's a little bit awkward. It's kind of weird for me to record over something like this, but I videoed it first and then I decided I would record audio over it instead of just putting music because that's a little easier for me. But yes, so in this speed paint I'm actually drawing or redrawing an older character of mine called Insanity. Yes, that's their name, that's who they are, and I really like how he turned out in the end. I think it matched, it actually matches the word insanity. But to explain why I have a character named Insanity, let's go back. We're going to talk about the history of some of my OCs and some of the other characters in this, because I think that would be interesting. It kind of makes sense with what I'm drawing. So let's see, when was Insanity originally created? He was created when I was around 12 or 13. He was created a while ago. I was actually pretty young, and you'll see his older design soon. But he was created because I think a friend of mine was creating, we were creating like word OCs is what we call them. And word OCs were just words. Like for example, my close friend Spear, you guys see her on Minecraft videos with me because she's awesome and enjoys playing Minecraft with me. And she has a couple of characters in these word OCs. She has self-conscious, I think that's what it is. No, is it self-conscious? No, subconscious? I can't remember. But she also has heart, she has neutral, she has sanity, Insanity's sister, and she has a couple of other characters. And my friend group and I, we had these, because when we were younger, we had these different groups. We had our word OCs, we had our food OCs, which included sweets OCs. Our sweet OCs, they like candy OCs, were originally separate, but we grouped them together because I mean they're food as well, and it just made it easier. We have a doc for all of them too, for like what ones have claimed, what ones we want to claim in the future, because it's just fun designing characters, and we had a lot of fun designing them. But Insanity was created as a counterpart for Sanity because, I mean, why not? And at the time, like Spear and I were like, we're still very close. I don't know what I'm saying at the time. She basically was like, you should make Insanity. And I always liked the idea of making those kind of characters because, I don't know, edgy. So I made Insanity, and his original design, again, you guys should be seeing it in this video soon. His original design is kind of ridiculous. I think I went for like the dark crazy, like the handsome exterior and the like evil smile. I really just wanted to draw a cute guy who was like secretly insane. I really just wanted to draw a cute guy though. That's pretty much it. But so that was his original design, and his original, well, the way he originally behaved was pretty odd too. I wonder, maybe I'll get back into that in a second. For now, I might talk about like this design you're seeing and the drawing process that I have. I usually sketch first. I think you guys noticed that I went very detailed with the body sketch. For me, it helps a lot to kind of detail it. It's still fairly simple. I still need to work on my anatomy. It's getting better. I would not have been able to draw such a skinny dude while also kind of like making him look skinny previously, but I had practiced a bit at this point, so I'm getting the hang of it. But let's see. Oh, this is hard. This is hard to narrate these things when you're not actually doing it. Let's see. But yeah, so I sketch first, and sometimes I do really detailed sketches or just really simple, and then I just go for it because I can't think of how the next steps would go. For this one, I think I kind of just went for it. I just tried to design and tried to see if I liked it or not. And in case you didn't notice, on this page I drew a lot of hands, and I was really sick of drawing hands, so I decided not to draw Insanity's hands because I don't like drawing hands. I avoided it. So yeah, but let me talk some inspiration about this design. So I think you guys will notice his face is split in half. And originally I wanted him to be a lot more abstract. I didn't want him to really look very humanoid. I wanted him to look like shattered glass. The split in half face was part of the design, like part of the redesign idea always, because I just thought that makes sense. Insanity, like sanity is like shattered glass, you know, it's like glass. It's really fragile. And I thought it would be pretty cool to have a kind of more abstract looking character with insanity and have it basically just a being that's shattered glass, that's broken in multiple places, lots of cracks and missing pieces, and again, the face split in half. And I tried a couple of different designs. It took me a bit to actually get the rest of him and to find a face shape. Oh, whoopsie. I will say, really quick apologies for when, like, if a black screen pops up every now and again, I didn't edit or speed it up quite as well. The next speed paint I do should be a lot cleaner and better in that regard, but it's not super clean in this one. So just quick apology there, because I noticed that's probably going to be a little bit bothersome. But yeah, so I really wanted to draw him with a split face. It took me a bit to decide what I wanted the expression to be, how sharp I wanted his face to be. In the end, I decided I really liked his face long and like with a ridiculously long chin. And I liked his hair kind of keeping the same wave his old design had, just with a lot of extra crazy added to it. So that's what you guys are seeing here. Yeah, I just really liked it. And I wasn't sure if I wanted the other side to have a smile. I think in the end I did give it a smile. Can't remember the entire thing. But yeah, and as for his jacket, now, after I got the head down, or kind of what I wanted for his face, I dedicated an entire page in my sketchbook to designing until I found a design I like, but I suddenly thought of basically a straight jacket, which is so clever, so original, but I basically thought of a straight jacket where the straps were torn, you know, like torn apart, as if he had ripped them apart himself. I feel like it added to it, made him a little creepier, so that was the inspiration for that. I gave him, yeah, I basically just gave him a torn up straight jacket for his shirt. So that was that inspiration. And I always have trouble, like I usually have a lot of trouble designing the pants. I almost always go for a similar pant design. I'll do different colors, but it's basically just jeans. It's a lot easier. I should try to work on changing it up every now and again, so maybe that's something I'll look into, practice drawing different types of like men's pants, and not just men's pants, just pants in general, skirts, etc. Try to really work on the designs there. And as you see with the straps here, I didn't like how plain they were. Oh, and you guys will see, I'm writing out, since I was doing it, I wasn't sure if I was going to record audio or not, and sorry if you hear an airplane, but I wasn't sure if I was going to record audio or not, so I just listed, throughout this thing, I'll list a bunch of songs that I was listening to, and I'll go ahead and I'll list them all in the description as well, because they're cool songs. I might list them in a comment, actually. So yeah, because like you guys ought to give them a try. It's really good music. But yeah, so that was the inspiration for his jacket, and that's pretty much the inspiration for this character. Now let's go back to the past and how he originally behaved. He basically was just, gosh, I'm not quite sure how to say this. He was basically just, I think, a flirt. Like, he was a flirt, but kind of with creepy and or crazy undertones. And he would randomly rage. God, he was really cringy. He was not designed well at all. I feel like he wasn't properly crazy, you know, like he wasn't even crazy. Like his crazy moments were, I just don't feel like he was crazy enough. Like, he wasn't actual insanity. He didn't seem to really go off the wall. He had ridiculous control over his emotions and everything. It's like, he wasn't, he was just kind of like, I mean, he was manipulative. He wasn't necessarily insane. With the new insanity, casually avoiding the hands, yeah, because I don't like drawing hands. I'm trying not to avoid them as much. I definitely, at least I've gotten to the point where I can simplify them fairly well. Like, I can draw them well enough that I can simplify them and make it easier on myself, which I'm so happy about. But, so yeah, he was more manipulative and sneaky than he was crazy. Yeah, again, just much more manipulative and sneaky than anything else. He wasn't really crazy. And with the new insanity, I'm not entirely sure how I want him to behave. I don't know which, I mean, there's no real specific, like, disorder or anything that I would want him to represent. I just want him to represent a pure psychotic break, I guess. Like, I want him to be crazy, just straight up crazy, like maybe the kind of crazy where he just stands in a tree yodeling at strangers walking by kind of crazy, you know, like he's just not there. And I thought I liked the split face too, because it's like there's, I don't know, oh, do you think multiple personalities would be interesting? And oh, here I am showing off the other designs. 7 is probably my favorite redesign. That's the one, yeah, you'll see. He's probably my favorite redesign. He was, that was actually the first time that I tried doing colored lines the way I do a lot of time now with my art. And I really, really liked it. So it did well. And up there's Serb. He's actually my oldest original character, that little fluff bucket up there. And I really loved his new design. Davika and Rhyme, and all of them. Rhyme has another word OC, by the way, and he also has a brother called Rhythm. Let's see, I'm gonna have to get the person who drew them. I knew them as, like, Noob Forever on the game that we met when I was little. I call her Eternity because forever. And I say forever because of the way it was spelled, but I'm gonna link, like, their info in the description and the info for, like, Spear and stuff, because they have actually for all my friends, because they also have character designs in these OC groups that you have seen here, like the word OCs and some number OCs. So I think I'll go ahead and share them too. I don't know if they still draw them. Well, I know that Spear would probably be interested. Spear's really into Maple Story too right now though, so she's mostly been drawing for that. But yeah, so those were the other designs. And I think I might actually link the first OC, because this is the second OC redesign page. I'll link the first one in the description as well. But yeah, so I really look forward to working on this character. A lot of these characters are not really meant for any big story or anything. They're purely fun, and they're a lot of fun for me to draw, and I love, love, love designing characters. I like making designs, and it's been a lot of fun to redraw them, and I will probably have another random character redraw page in the future, because it's just a lot of fun. It's just a lot of fun for me. And Agoraphobia. Oops, I hit my headphones. Agoraphobia is a really good song. Okay, just again, you guys have heard me mention before, but I absolutely, all the bands and everything and the singers that I listen or mention in this video, I love and really adore. I was listening to a random mix at the time. I usually do listen to random mixes because they play, of course, a lot of my favorite songs, and occasionally there will be new songs that show up that I really like. But let's see, I think I listened to Will J's music. I also listened to Autoheart. Autoheart is probably my favorite band ever. I love their stuff. And then I listened to some of AJR's stuff as well, and I think I listened to, I know Ben Platt's song Older played as well, and it's a really good one. Oh, and I Want to Get Better by the Bleachers. So, like, they'll all be listed there. I'm pretty sure I remember all the songs that I listened to in that one. And again, I'm gonna post a comment on the video and list all the songs that I listened to, because I think, like, you guys should check them out. They have some really good music. But yeah, let's see. What other things do I want to talk about? I think I was talking more about insanity. Yes, there we go. See, Ben Platt's Older. Really enjoying that one. But yeah, so I don't know. Looking at his design, I really liked how the straps came out, especially. And you notice that the buttons suddenly get very wonky. They were very straight, and I was trying to keep them very even. And then I realized this is insanity. He isn't this straight, buttoned up. Like, he isn't this like straight line. He's meant to be crooked and crazy and just nuts. So I decided to change the buttons up and kind of fix that, because I don't know why I was just so focused on it. Oh, and another thing, I was looking at reference pictures for jeans, and I realized that the way I draw pockets a lot of the time isn't overly accurate, at least not for the jean like references I looked at. And so that's why I changed those up, because it's like I always draw pockets the same. So I figured for him I'd at least try to make it a little more like actual jeans, because I usually just do the little rectangle, the little square, and there's a pocket, but I fixed it with him. Oh, and good, I added that line there. I remember when I was watching this back, I was like, I added that line, right? That's so annoying. Did I add the line? But I did. Yeah, so for his, I'm still not entirely sure how I want him to behave. I do really want to talk about it, and I do hope that my friend Spear, because I know she's mentioned that art does take me too long. It really does. But I know that Spears mentioned wanting to redesign Sanity as well. I don't know if she's already done it, but I think it would be a lot of fun for us to talk about our characters too. But yeah, so ooh, here's me. I also realized the way I did layers, I should have just made sure to put the layers underneath all the other ones. You guys will see in a second what I do and why I'm commenting on that now. It's one of those realizations you have after the fact. But for coloring, what I do is I will put down a base color so that all the areas are filled in and I don't have to worry about things going out the lines with each new layer. And then I just do a clipping layer above it so that it holds to everything on the layer below. And auto heart, Santa Fe, yeah, that's Santa Fe and Hungover in the City of the Dust. Hungover in the City of Dust is they're probably my two favorite songs by that band. And I've listened to a good amount. I think I've listened to the entirety of their very first album and to a few songs from the other ones. I absolutely love Auto Heart. I really wish I could see them like in a show or a concert. I looked too to see, but they didn't have anything going on, which sucks. But yeah, so there's my coloring process. It's pretty common. A lot of artists do it this way. They'll do a base layer, and it's just, I know there are probably easier ways for me to do it, but I do kind of get satisfaction coloring it this way, you know, filling in all the little lines and everything, and it's still fairly fast and efficient. You know, it's not, I don't know, I like doing it that way. I know some people who actually absolutely hate coloring, but I really enjoy coloring, so it's kind of like that. I can understand why you don't like it, but I love it. I like picking out the colors and making it feel complete. Now, line art is probably my favorite part of art. Coloring can be really nice, but I absolutely love doing the line art, and I love when I get to color the lines after coloring too, because that's when lately it feels things have like really melded together. The whole piece comes together. But coloring's fun. Oh, and just another little fact, I absolutely hate shading and lighting. I can do it okay. I'm not bad at shading. It's like I can do it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I always wonder if I'm doing it wrong, and I'm just not entirely comfortable with it. It's something that I definitely have to work on, but I don't like it. My liner is probably my best art skill. Line art is definitely my best art skill. That's where I'm best at. Oops, definitely not shading and lighting. But yeah, okay, here's me mentioning the song that I told you guys, I Want to Get Better by Bleachers. It's a really good song. The video is kind of funny to me. It's not entirely child friendly. There are a couple of like jokes and stuff, so yeah, we'll say that, the video anyway, but it's still a really good song. The song itself is really good. But let's see, what did I talk about? What did I talk about? I had notes. I have notes because I'm trying to be prepared. Let's see. Oh, yes. There we go. There we go. There's my note. That's what I was talking about. Okay. So I do want to ask you guys, like, how do you feel about this format? In the future, there'll probably be a bit of music, like, underlying it, because I know sometimes when it's just, you know, it adds an extra touch. It makes the video feel more full and complete, unless, you know, it just makes it feel more tidy sometimes. For this one, I just really wanted to kind of get it out there and to kind of practice. Really, this is very much a practice speed paint. It'll be now that I kind of have an idea of what to do, I know how to speed things up properly in my editing program. It'll be a lot easier for me in the future to record speed paints, especially since I have so many art ideas and I actually really do like kind of talking about them. You know, I don't know how many stories I would do in my videos per se. Again, that would be kind of up to you guys, because I do like talking about the actual characters and the artwork and stuff in the video, but I also don't mind kind of talking about stories and so on. But yeah. Oh, and the reason why I didn't give him like whites for his eyes, by the way, is because if you notice on my other characters too, I'm trying to get used to not a lot of the time I will still use straight up white for the let's see, there's the iris and the, oh goodness, the whites of the eyes, but I'm trying to use slightly off-white colors. I do think I should have made the pink a little bit paler. Oh, I had to go eat, so I just left that in there because I was too lazy to cut it out. But let's see, I did leave, I do think if I would go back and change one thing, I think I should have made the pink a little bit lighter. I think that would have been that would have been a little bit better, but I'm trying not to stick too hard to the solid like white. I'm trying to go for more off-whites for coloring now, like for like pale yellow. Like if you look at 7 again, pale yellow is what I use for him, because it was just easier, you know, it's just easier. But well, it's not easier, it's, what is the word? It's sometimes it looks better a lot of the time, and it's good to vary things up, and it can make it easier to shade things. I don't know, I think it makes things look a little nicer when it's not just straight up white. It's kind of like, you hear about this, I've especially seen this a lot in like art tutorials and advice that people give, is to stray from doing like solid blacks and solid whites. You want to go kind of like off a little bit, which is why I do, I don't go for black for his hair, I go for a dark blue gray, because it usually looks better, and the benefit with that is that you can highlight and shade if you don't do the solid like straight up white and black colors. However, both can be used if you do it right. Like I really do like using it as an accent, and I absolutely love using black with any neon colors. Like I have a couple characters redesigns that maybe I'll show you guys, and maybe I'll draw them again in the future, but like because we have a couple of other OC groups. We have our word OCs. You guys mostly see word OCs in this one. And then we have our numbers, which is 7. 7's redesign. And his redesign might seem a little weird, but I actually researched the number 7, and I found multiple myths and legends, and like, of course, the fact that it's a super lucky number. So he has a chain necklace that says lucky. He has a huge eye on his chest with 7 pupils, because that was part of a legend I read. I forgot what it was. But so there's number OCs, there's food OCs, there's word OCs, and we have computer OCs as well. And I actually have quite a few of them. But I think maybe I could do a speed paint of a couple of them in the future to kind of show an example of how I think you can use solid black in a design very like well. That feels like I'm tooting my horn, but I just the computer OCs are definitely where I think I've used solid black the best. I don't know why I don't know, I was just pointing out another thing and then I went on a tangent about it, but yeah. So maybe I could do that in the future. And goodness, my original point, I was actually, I was talking about, what was it again? Yes, if you guys like this format, if you like seeing speed paints and seeing me draw things, and again, sorry about the random, like glitches, it'll be a black image, etc., etc. The future speed paints I do will not be like that. It'll be much cleaner because I know how to do it properly now, and it'll just be a little better, and it'll probably have music underlaying, and because I kind of know what I want to do with it now. Again, this is really a practice run, so yeah, I'm actually really looking forward to it. But yeah, if you guys like seeing this, if you have any suggestions or ideas or like story kind of themes that you want to hear for future speed paints, let me know. I really want your advice. I really want your opinions on it. If you like this, if you like seeing my art like this, because it's new content. Oops, I hit my keyboard. It's new content, and it's kind of, new content is scary. It's really scary. And I really want to do more stuff like this on my channel because I draw a lot, and it'll motivate me to draw more, and I really need to draw more because a lot of my projects involve a lot of art, and I think it'd just be a lot of fun to do more of this kind of with you guys as well, so you get to see my process, and I don't know. But yeah, so let me know what you think of it. Let me know if you have any ideas or suggestions. And another thing, I do want to do live streams in the future for digital art because I think it could be a lot of fun. Maybe just a live stream where I'm designing a bunch of different characters or working on concept arts for my webcomic Kill Them Soulless that I'm building, or for the game that my friends and I are slowly working on, Waffles on Monday, or just for fun. That one, I still kind of have to learn. I have an idea how to do it, and I just have to make sure that I need to do a little practice for that. But I want to know your thoughts on a possible art live stream, and I want to know if you guys would want there to be like a face cam or something like that with that. Just ideas. I want to hear your ideas and your opinions on my ideas, I guess, because I want to see what you guys want to see. But yeah, so I've been thinking about doing live streams. I think it would be a lot of fun, and I feel like doing art live streams would be a very good base for me because it's a lot simpler. I don't have to think about as many overlays, and I can get the hang of doing streams and talking to you guys. And that was too hard? What was too hard? Picking the colors? Is that what was too hard? I think that's what I was talking about. Oh, and now I'm doing the lines. Yes, okay. I was like, what's too hard? I forgot. I don't know. But, yeah, so that's pretty much it in that area, I guess. Again, if you just have any ideas or suggestions, let me know. There's going to be a lot linked in the description. There's going to be a lot of really cool artists. A lot of music will be listed in a comment. I'll pin it too because I think you guys should check them out. They've got great music. And I think I'll also link the first OC design page that I did because there are some other really cool designs on there. I feel like in this OC page you can already tell that I improved a lot since I did the first one, but I still kind of like the designs of the first one. I might change a couple things. I'm mostly the hair on one of them, on Seashell. Seashell is the one with the like flowy pink blue dress, I think. I really like the rest of her design though. She's really pretty. But so whew, goodness. It's so weird to be recording over something like this. Hopefully I get used to it because it's just kind of, I do think it's easier in the end for me to do it this way. Let me go look at my notes and see if there's anything that I haven't mentioned. Let's see. Nope, not really. So I guess we'll just talk about, yeah, about this. Maybe I can talk about, I do know there are a couple of ideas that I already have for future speed paints. Like for example, I designed a really cute character recently. A really cute character called a wood sprite. She doesn't have any particular name, but because she was so adorable, I just doodled this tree design, like wood sprite design at my work, and I loved it so much. You guys can see those sketches on my Twitter. You can see them on my Twitter, and it's just such a really cute design, and I'm sketching a huge doodle page of her right now, so maybe when I color and line it, I could do a speed paint of that. I think that could be a lot of fun. I'm so excited for her design, and it's just, she's so cute. Oh, but here's the whole page. I do want to ask you guys, who is your favorite redesign that you see on this page? Oh, this was me realizing that I didn't put my signature by rhyme, but we have Rhyme, we have Davika, we have Showa, Serb, and 7, and we have Insanity. So if you guys, like, let me know who your favorite redesign is, because mine, again, is personally 7, but I also really love all the designs, like a lot. But we are nearing the end of this video. I think I've still got a little bit to chit chat, but yeah, I really like that design. So if you guys have a favorite design, just let me know. I'm really curious to see what one you like the best. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that the narrating is entertaining. And if you have any ideas, just let me know. But I want to thank you all for watching. And again, just, yeah, thanks for watching. But I'm going to be bopping that out of here. And I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.